Once upon a time in a far-off land, nestled between towering mountains and lush green valleys, there lived a wandering monk. This monk, known only as Bhikkhu, had renounced all material possessions and worldly attachments in pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. His journey was not defined by a destination, but by the endless roads he traveled, the people he met, and the wisdom he imparted and gathered along the way. Bhikkhu was born into a wealthy family in a small village on the outskirts of a great kingdom. His father was a respected merchant, and his mother was known for her compassion and generosity. From a young age, Bhikkhu was different from other children. While his peers played and chased after the latest toys, Bhikkhu was often found sitting under the ancient banyan tree at the edge of the village, lost in thought. He was deeply curious about the world around him and often asked questions that puzzled even the village elders. As he grew older, Bhikkhu's interest in spiritual matters deepened. He would listen intently to the stories of wandering sadhus and monks who occasionally passed through the village. These stories ignited a fire within him, a longing to seek the truth that lay beyond the comforts of his privileged life. At the age of 16, Bhikkhu made a decision that shocked his family and the entire village. He would renounce his inheritance and comfortable life to become a wandering monk. Despite his parents' pleas and the villagers' warnings about the hardships of such a life, Bhikkhu was resolute. He shaved his head, donned simple robes, and set out on his journey with nothing but a walking stick and a small cloth bag containing a few essentials. Bhikkhu's life as a wandering monk was far from easy. He faced many challenges, from harsh weather and treacherous terrains to periods of hunger and loneliness. Yet, he found solace in the simplicity of his existence and the profound sense of freedom that came with it. He wandered through forests, crossed rivers, and climbed mountains, always seeking to deepen his understanding of life and the universe. Along his journey, Bhikkhu encountered people from all walks of life. He stayed in small villages where he would offer his wisdom and guidance in exchange for a meal and a place to rest. He listened to the troubles of farmers, merchants, and kings alike, offering them comfort and perspective through his teachings. In return, they shared their stories, which enriched Bhikkhu's understanding of the human condition. One of the most significant encounters in Bhikkhu's journey was with an old sage who lived in a cave high in the mountains. The sage was known far and wide for his deep knowledge and mystical powers. When Bhikkhu found him, he was meditating by a fire, his long white beard flowing over his chest like a waterfall. The two men sat together in silence for several days, sharing a connection that transcended words. The sage eventually spoke to Bhikkhu, offering him a single piece of advice that would shape his journey forever. The path to enlightenment is not found in isolation or in the rejection of the world, but in the heart of the world itself. To truly know, you must truly live. With this wisdom, Bhikkhu's journey took on new meaning. He realized that his wandering was not just a physical journey but a spiritual one, a journey inward as well as outward. He began to embrace every experience, every joy, and every sorrow as a lesson. He no longer sought to escape the world, but to understand and embrace it fully. As the years passed, Bhikkhu became known as the Wandering Monk, a title that spoke not only to his physical journey, but to the spiritual quest that defined his life.